In August of 2002, God grabbed my heart that prayer needs to be the number one priority for the coming season, for the coming year. And I remember our lead team talked about that in our August retreat, August of 2002. And then I went out for about a 4-mile run, and I felt like God put 3 or 4 specific things on my heart. And one of those was, okay, we need to start a weekly prayer meeting. We had a worship pastor who had begun doing it, but I didn't go as a senior pastor. It was more like after the worship rehearsal, they had some prayer. But I decided, okay, we're going to start this. So I don't know if it was the first week in September, the last week in August of 2002, but we began it. We've been doing it ever since. And pretty soon we recognized that this wasn't just the priority for the year. This is the way we did church. And I was influenced by Jim Cymbala's book, Fresh Wind, Fresh Fire, the priority of prayer. And also, our church began to change. What I began to believe was that when the water level in the lake rises, all the boats rise, and that the water level in the church is prayer. And that when the level of prayer rises, all the ministries change. So it became too important to us. And it became a part of our culture. One of the advantages of a weekly prayer service rather than a monthly prayer service, but although maybe it would happen in a monthly prayer service too, is that it's just an alignment mechanism, Jim Collins would refer to it as, of it just reminder regularly, weekly, of everyone the importance of prayer. I think a church can be a praying church and have a monthly prayer service. Many do, and there's advantages of that. Maybe at one point we might, but prayer will always be the top priority in our church. We want to be a house of prayer because that's what God has called us to do. I believe that's what God calls every New Testament church to do, because the book of Acts, they were a praying church. They devoted themselves to prayer. The leaders of the church devoted themselves to prayer and the ministry of the word. And so it will always be the top priority. We do it. It's just a vital part of who we are. And now, actually, there are people in the community who don't go to WoodsEdge, but they know if they get a big crisis, Wednesday night at WoodsEdge, they can go. Wednesday night at WoodsEdge, they can go for a prayer service.